I'm getting called out onto a well. This never happens, but this is that same well that should not be running because it's old and in the process of being upgraded, but still they're pushing it onwards and a ton of oil is coming through there. So evidently it's causing all the oil tanks to shake and spill oil. And the flare's not lit because the flare is not properly fixed, and I have a work order in, but there's no action on it, so it goes out all the time. So I have to go out and shut it in, which is going to create a problem for me. Maybe, maybe not. So I'm going to document it because I'm tired of being harassed by a supervisor that just wants me to produce oil in spite of the equipment. He may not say anything on this one. You know, this one it's 3:30 in the morning on November 13th, and I got a call from the water hauler about this well being a problem. He went out there evidently to get the water like we hired him to do, and it's a mess out there, evidently. Problem wells like this should not be allowed to run unless the equipment is upgraded. You don't just have a supervisor who's looking to have production at all costs. This thing is old equipment on it. None of this would be happening on any of the new wells that have been built in the past year. But no, we have to keep a well running, or else, you know, I'm just a slave. I'm just a low man on the totem pole. I'm supposed to keep, my job is to keep my wells running. And if my higher-ups want a well on, that's what I'm supposed to do, or else I'm in trouble with them. And I'm all for keeping wells running, but this one clearly is trouble and should not, it's not in any condition to be doing the things that they have it doing. Such as 3,000 pounds on it, and just causing, everything evidently is shaking. The oil tanks, and I have no clue as to why the oil tanks would be shaking, because I'm not educated on the process enough. It may keep me in the dark, whether it's intentional, by design, by laziness on their part. They don't feel like teaching us, or who knows. Speculating does me no good at this point, because I can endlessly speculate. It doesn't get me any closer to the truth. They are very tight-lipped. They don't talk to me. I don't know them any better than when I began working for them. You know, they don't help me out. See, I don't know the mechanics of this because they don't help me out. And if I did, what if it is the flare being out? It's causing, all that gas is causing things to rock and roll. Well, then they should have gotten the flare fixed. I've had this work order since over a week. How long does it take a crew to, like, come out there and get organized so that you can, like, send a crew? Not even a crew, it's one person to fix the flare. How hard is that? This company is so anything done, and they expect us to do everything. Yet they can't light a flare somewhere, or get the spark plugs and get it wired correctly so that it stays lit. This is supposedly rattling so much that it's causing oil to drip out of the tanks. Alright, I have to light that flare. That's all I can play. I'm going to first look at those levers. Ridiculous. This thing should not be running. This thing just ain't ready for prime time. Cutting a rag, so I have to soak it with gasoline and light the flare with it. standing in the bed of my truck. I guess I'm just gonna wait on this location and watch this stupid flow and get paid for it. Now that just went out right in front of me. As soon as I said it's under control, it totally went out. Shit. It's like it's worthless. Can't even stay lit at such a high volume.
Kirkland doesn't have an old, or the Kirkland doesn't have ESD on it.